Yes, people, what's going on, man? Guni here. I'm from Man Knows Football. But today, as you can see, I'm on From the Shed End. You get me? I'm here for T-Dot, my guy. He called me in and was like, yo, need a match preview from you. Chelsea Aston Villa this weekend, obviously. Make it happen. Boom, here I am. Obviously, for T-Dot, big up. Man's here, you get me? So if you want to see some more of me, my channel's Man Knows Football. Down there in the descriptions, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. All of that good stuff for this channel here from the Shed End. So once again, big up to T-Dot and everybody that's associated with From the Shed End. And let's get into it. Right. So Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Return from an international break, which I absolutely cannot stand. I ain't going to lie to you, man. This whole qualifiers thing, and if there's not really if there's no cup at the end of it, I just really can't. I can't, man. So I'm not even going to pretend like I really enjoyed the international break. But thank goodness the Premier League is back. The champions of Europe are back in action tomorrow, actually, as it stands, tomorrow against Aston Villa. So let's have a look. The gaffer spoke today, man like Tommy T. Get me? He let us know a few bits of important information. Regarding injuries, so before Tommy T spoke, there was whispers about Lukaku, Kante, Christian Pulisic, and I believe there was one more player. Oh no, that was Reece James I was thinking of, but he's suspended obviously because of that red card at Liverpool. Because of that, don't know if I can say the word I want to say, but use your imagination. That of a referee. I can't even, the bald prick anyway. I'm allowed to say I ain't got no hair. My hairline left me time ago. But yeah, so Tuchel, he's confirmed a couple of injuries. He's ruled out N'Golo Kante, Christian Pulisic. They will be out of the Aston Villa clash. N'Golo got injured in the Liverpool game and still suffers a little bit. We are trying with N'Golo for Tuesday. This looks pretty good. For Christian, unfortunately, he came yesterday on crutches. He has an ankle injury that will rule him out for about 10 days. There you have it. They are our main two injuries. But on the bright side, to all the Chelsea fans that were worried about us not being able to finish and maybe ruin missing our chances this game, fear not, I tell you. Fear not. Do you know why? Because man like Bolingoli, Bolingoli, Romelu Lukaku, Bolingoli, that's his real government middle name, blood. Man calls him Bolingoli, just gives it the tribal effect, you get me? The Africa effect, fam, you get me? When they get them African hitman goals tomorrow, hopefully, you get me? So, the boss has had a good news on Lukaku. After the talk, he had a fight, there was talk like he had fire issues in it. So I'm just reading from here. So pardon me, I was being a bit stupid. I couldn't even get my fucking words out. But yeah, here we go. Maybe he had some problems, but he came back 2 days ago. He trained yesterday and today in full. No problems at all. So that is brilliant news for Romelu Lukaku. Obviously, being our main man up top, I expect him to start. So listen, we will be missing Christian Pulisic, who hasn't been starting games anyway, and we've got depth. You see what I'm saying? And we're going to be missing N'Golo Kante. Now, obviously, N'Golo Kante is the best midfielder in the world and should be winning a Ballon d'Or, in my opinion. Let us know in the comments if you agree on that one. But yeah, we're missing him out. However, we've got a bit of depth and we've got some newfound depth. Yeah, maybe, just maybe, we will see the first appearance of Saul Niguez. Now, if you also think that we'll see the first appearance of Saul Niguez tomorrow, let us know in the comments how you think he's going to perform. But Tuchel, he did touch on it. He said that he's comfortable playing with Saul with any of the two midfielders or any midfielder that he wants to pair him up with. He's comfortable playing him. He said even whether it's Kovacic, Jorginho, Kante, he's happy with Saul pairing up. Now, this doesn't surprise me, as we know that Saul is a very, very versatile, very intelligent player. So I would love to see him start tomorrow. If we don't, I'm not going to be too disappointed, because obviously the other option will be either Jorginho or Kovacic, who are both absolutely, I don't have to tell you, do you know what I'm saying, out of this world. So we're blessed to have these players. But just on that point, when was the last time you felt this good about being a Chelsea fan? I mean, it's always good to be a Chelsea fan, but in terms of the current situation at the club, the crop of players, the actual squad depth that we have, because we haven't had something like this, in my opinion, for over a decade. Like this, we could literally field like two teams And I think one is a title contender, definitely, and the other one could actually finish in the top 4. So that's where I currently believe we're at. So it's just exciting times for Chelsea, man. And obviously, there was the news on Thiago Silva, the whole shenanigans with the Brazil squad. I don't know. Apparently, it's quarantine this, it's immigration that, it's Brazil FA this. I don't really know. All I know, was that Brazil versus Argentina, I saw an absolute madness, just like bare officials and immigration trying to deport, man. Messi and Neymar just standing there looking all baffled, like, well, listen, man, we're too elite to be touched, so let's just see how this unfolds. You get me? Them man there were blatantly catching jokes with their hand in front of their mouth. You know, them ones there, like football players, like when they talk, obviously, like they don't want lip readers to see what they're saying. But I know Messi was like, hey, Neymar, come see this shit. I dare them to come and touch one of us, blood. See what happens. You see what I'm saying? Like, trust me, you knew what was going down in that conversation. But yeah, Thiago Silva has been affected, and this man didn't even travel to Brazil. But Tuchel gave his thoughts on that. Right now, Thiago is not officially out. Oh, well, that's a bit of a contradiction to what I said. But the chairman is still in negotiations. I'm waiting for the final decision. For me, it's enough I get a final decision tomorrow. We will take the latest decision tomorrow morning, and we still have hope he can play. If we send him, he would be out in a hotel room for 10 days, not able to train. These are the travel restrictions. There is no way around them, and that is right. Of course, the clubs want to play their national teams as well, and the players want to also play. If it ends in a situation where the players cannot play for the national team, who then get them suspended for their league, that makes no sense, not for the fans or football or the national teams or clubs. There could be a solution. We move the games from red-listed countries to green-listed countries, which makes bloody sense, innit? Like we did in the Champions League when we played in Romania and Seville. So that's the news on Thiago Silva. Got some clarity there. He has to quarantine. So that's the official news from Tommy T. But anyway, going into this game, we've got enough squad depth, man. Thiago Silva, you know how deep he is. We know how quality he is. Leader, obviously one of the senior men, but he doesn't even start games. So we're going to be fine without him. No disrespect. I love Captain T. You get me? I give him his respect, bro. That man there's a captain. Obviously, Azpilicueta is the Chelsea captain, but I respect him like a captain. You get me? That man is a leader. So, yeah, we're not going to have those. We're not going to have those 3 players, unfortunately. But we've got so many top quality players in depth that can just deputize, come in and do a job against a weakened Aston Villa, actually. Aston Villa going through a similar situation with what Thiago Silva is going through. But it looks like this may affect them a lot more than they will Chelsea Football Club, because as good of a club that Aston Villa is, they do not have the quality in depth that Chelsea do have. For example, one huge miss, and what I think is a complete game changer, is the fact that Emi Martinez, as we all know, the quality keeper that he is, a lot of people class him as one of the top goalkeepers in the Premier League, will not be available, as he is also subject to the same quarantine rules as is Thiago Silva and his fellow Villa player Emi Buendia. So we will not be seeing them two. Personally, I think they can deal with Buendia being out, since they've got other players coming back in, i.e. Leon Bailey's coming back in, adds another attacking dimension to that Aston Villa squad. But that goalkeeping position with as quality as good as Emi Martinez for a team like Aston Villa, I think that is an absolutely huge miss. The defense are going to have to be on top of their game. Everybody's going to have to be 10 out of 10. Douglas Luiz is going to have to be as disciplined as he's ever been if they're going to want to try and keep a clean sheet and protect that goalkeeper a little bit. But I don't see it happening. I'm not disrespecting Aston Villa's team. Quite a few good players in that squad. For example, the centre-back pairing of Tyrone Mings and Konsa, who I assume that they're going to start with, their strongest pairing, in my opinion. Very good pairing, them two. And their fullbacks, I quite like them, Matt Target and Cash as well. They've got good options back there. Midfield, John McGinn, absolute quality player, I think. Douglas Luiz, another player that I like. The third option, the name's gone out of my head. I believe I'm not even gonna try and make myself look dumb. But and as we know, they're attacking options now that they've added Danny Ings to their ranks. They've got Ollie Watkins, they've got Bertrand Traore. You see what I'm saying? So this is a very respectable Aston Villa squad. Can I see them Can I see them getting a result against Chelsea? No, absolutely not. After what you just saw in our last Premier League game, away to Liverpool at Anfield, full stadium, full capacity stadium. So if you ain't been to Anfield, understand that place is rocking. 9 times out of 10 is rocking. 10 times out of 10 is rocking. But for a game like this, it is an absolute madness. And we still came out there with a point. 45 minutes we played with 10 men. I don't see Aston Villa breaking us. I can't see it happening. Although, obviously, towards the back end of last season, they did beat us in that game. There was a red card, I believe, in that game. And I also remember Bertrand Traore scoring against us, which was painful, him being an ex-Chelsea man, but it is what it is. I don't see that happening this time round. Hopefully, we can keep 11 men on the field this time. And if we do, I believe, even if we don't, I'm not even trying to take the piss. Even if we have 10 men, I still think we can come out with 3 points. That's how much faith I've got in the manager and this squad. Like, if you think I'm crazy, let me know in the comments. But I don't care. I love Chelsea. I love my squad. I believe in what I've seen so far. So for me, going into this game, who would I like to see up top? Obviously, to hear that Lukaku is fit, that is obviously a no-brainer. Lukaku up there. Obviously, the man Kai Havertz. Should I throw in Timo Werner? I might not. Do you know why? And it's not no disrespect to Timo. It's just that I would like Mason Mount in this game to obviously help out the midfield a little bit, because I do rate Aston Villa's midfield, and we might need a little bit of help down there. But you know what I'm saying? It's actually, do you know what? Scratch that. Absolutely scratch that. Forget I even said that. We're going to go with Timo. Timo got his goal this week. He's been on goal scoring form. Yes, I know some of you are going to be like, yo, did you see that miss? Fucking hell, who didn't? Yeah. How he missed that, I ain't got a clue. I'm sitting here like every single one of you wondering like how. But I'm going to trust Timo in this game. He has got goal contributions. He has put the ball in the back of the net, as has his fellow German Kai Havertz. So that front three, Werner, Havertz, Romelu Lukaku, and that midfield pivot, well, I would love to see it as Saul and possibly Jorginho, but I can see Tommy going with Kovacic and Jorginho for that. Obviously the back five, we have either Marcus Alonso or Ben Chilwell. You know what? Maybe we'll see the return of Ben Chilwell. I mean, it's interesting that he hasn't played over Marcus Alonso, who we have to admit has been in very good form, imperious form. I tell you what, with Alonso, my main concern was that he always gets fried by the quicker and strong, the quicker players and the more techie, skillful players. And against Liverpool, you saw we was under pressure. He handled that just fine. Tommy is doing absolute wonders with that, man. And he's becoming, as he's getting older, he seems like he's actually getting better defending. So whatever Tommy's doing, hats off to him, innit? I ain't going to take mine off because it's techie with the headphones and all that, but you get the point. So yeah, definitely Marcus Alonso. I could see him probably starting the game, but I would like to see Ben Chilwell come back and get a run of games. I think this is a good opportunity for him to do so. But yeah, our back three, that's a good point. Okay, our back three, I'm going to keep it Christensen, Rudiger, and I want to see, do you know what? I want to see Trevor. I want to see Trevor back in there. So I'm going to put Trevor in there. Obviously, we can't play Reece James. Will we see Callum Hudson-Odoi? Will we see him? That's going to be interesting. It might be an option there. So wouldn't surprise me if he starts, but maybe we might see Aspi there. And obviously, in between the sticks, in my opinion, one of the top 3 goalkeepers in the Premier League. Yes, I said it. One of the top 3 goalkeepers in the Premier League. Mendy. Yes, who else are you going to choose? That guy is an absolute rock. Absolutely amazing game against Liverpool. Has just been a rock since he's come into Chelsea Football Club. We are so lucky to have that man as our goalkeeper. Big up, man, like Mendy. But that's the squad that I think is going to do the job against Aston Villa tomorrow. I believe it will be a clean sheet for Chelsea, and I believe it will be 3 points. I'm going to say 3-0 Chelsea. I've got a lot of confidence. You can see it. The team is oozing confidence. We're European champions. We're Super Cup champions. We're going to be Club World Cup champions. We're favourites to be winning the Premier League. Listen, man. It's going to be a brilliant, brilliant season for Chelsea Football Club. And me personally, I am here for it and I'm looking forward to it. But saying that, my time is over. Hopefully, I am right with my prediction. I do know we're going to get 3 points, but I would love to see an emphatic 3-4-0. I want to be spoiled with goals this game, man. I want us to make another statement. Yeah, we drew our last game, but we're back on track. I would love to see that. So, on that note, thank you very, very much for joining us here at From the Shed End. Big up to everybody associated with this channel. My details, like I said, I'm Guni. My name's down there in the corner. You can follow my socials down there and my channel, Man Knows Football, where you will find me. Also, you can find me as well on Troops is Back Again. The episode 85, I believe it is. If I'm wrong, Troops is gonna break my neck. But episode 85 should be out, came out today. Check that out as well. Once again, big up T-Dot, big up everybody here at the From the Shed. And most importantly, big up yourselves, the people that are viewing. Big up yourselves to those who are gonna contribute in the comments. Big up yourselves to those who are gonna hit the like button, and big up to those who are gonna share and subscribe on this channel. You get me? So, Guni, Man Knows Football with From the Shed End. I'm out. Peace.